maybe we handle these things in a different way. Not trying to be the strongest all the time.
Even Messiah?
You will have to see.
All right, that is a scene from The Chosen. It is the first episodic series based on the life of Christ, and production is underway right now in the Dallas area. They've got a break in the schedule today, though, thank goodness. So joining us to talk more about this are director Dallas Jenkins and Jonathan Roumie, who plays Jesus in the series. Welcome to the show, both of you.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll clear it up right away. Your first name is Dallas, but you're not from here.
Not from here, just coincidence.
So let's talk about this production, because this started out as something smaller and just sort of morphed from there and took on a life of its own.
Yeah, I did a short film for my church's Christmas Eve service about the birth of Christ from the perspective of the shepherds. That's all it was intended to be.
Wow.
And it ended up getting on Facebook, went viral. I had this idea that there could be a multi-season show about the life of Christ. There's been movies, there's been miniseries. There's never actually been a binge-watchable multi-season show where we can really dig into the characters and get to know them over the course of multiple seasons. And viral, ended up being crowdfunded, which I thought was a ridiculous idea, but ended up shattering the all-time crowdfunding record and leading to us talking to you here while we shoot the end of season 1.
So y'all shattered this crowdfunding record for a production like this. $10 million came in.
Yeah, the all-time record had been like 5.7 million for a media project. And we ended up raising over 10 million from over 15,000 people around the world. And it's just become a movement. It's been quite a journey.
That's extraordinary. Now, I want to talk to you about playing Jesus here in just a second, but I should ask you first, Dallas, a lot of people might think, well, you know, I kind of know this story. Like, I've been to church, I already know the story, it's been told a million times, et cetera, et cetera. This is told in a different way, though, the people who knew Jesus.
Right, that's why I'm doing the show, is because I've heard all the stories 100 times. I've seen every Jesus movie and miniseries ever done. Wanted to try something different. We feel like if you can see Jesus through the eyes of those who actually met him, you can be impacted in the same way they were. And so Jesus is, of course, one of the characters, but like any show, it's more of an ensemble cast. So instead of being the main character, which is hard to identify with because we believe he's the perfect, sinless Son of God, so it's hard to identify with the main character in that sense. So we get to know all of the characters: Simon Peter, Nicodemus, Mary Magdalene, Matthew the tax collector. There's usually someone you can identify with, and then when they experience these encounters with Jesus, it's that much more impactful.
Let's talk about playing the perfect, sinless Son of God there, Jonathan. A little bit of pressure in this role here. We know you've done other things in TV. This has to be way up there.
Yeah, how do you approach the role of playing the perfect, sinless Son of God? And like any role, an actor starts with himself. And then in this case, I just do the exact opposite of me, because I could never, ever, you know, aspire to that level of perfection. But what I do try to do is, first of all, realize that it's an extremely humbling honor and blessing for me to be able to bring to life the words that are on the page, that takes all these biblical characters and now makes them accessible and relatable to the modern audience, and just approach it with as much love and compassion as I can.
How do you stay true to the story here, obviously, and then also make this entertaining and modern and make it something, as you say, that is bingeable?
Yeah, so we don't change anything that's in Scripture, but we do add backstory and historical and biblical context. So I consider the fact that if God saw fit for it to be in Scripture, there's no reason to change it. But other things happened, obviously. And these people had lives. You know, Simon Peter had a wife. We know that. So we show their marriage. We show Nicodemus at home. We show Jesus out camping, you know, while he's getting ready for his ministry. So there's lots of things that we can make plausible, intelligent decisions about. We have biblical scholars involved. We have historical scholars involved to make sure that we're not doing anything that's contradictory.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do take the story and expand on what could have happened, what likely may have happened. We're not writing a new gospel by any means, but this is a TV show. So yeah, we've got about 7-8 seasons, hopefully, to cover this story.
In a few seconds here, what do you hope that this does for other people, their faith, just to watch this? Do you have hopes for that?
Yeah, you know, I mean, even for myself, it's brought me a deeper sense of understanding and as I said before, relatability. And I think if we can introduce people to these characters, this, you know, who Jesus was, who the people in his life and was, and how they reacted and interacted with him. It'll just get people, I think, asking more questions and searching and really exploring.
We know that you all have shot 4 episodes already. People can see those at thechosen.tv. You see the address down there at the bottom of your screen. What about the remaining episodes you're shooting?
Yeah, we're shooting them right now. They will come out at the end of the year, but thechosen.tv is the hub where you can see episode 1 for free. And then if you want to get all 4 episodes, you get them through that streaming, DVD, Blu-ray, all the above.
And again, this is being produced right here in North Texas, so check it out, thechosen.tv. Gentlemen, thank you for coming on with us, and much success to you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.